Welcome to Better Factory streaming event. Here we are today in booth number 1 in European Robotics Forum in Rotterdam. I'm Paula Cervera. I work for Mobile World Capital Barcelona, and in Better Factory, which is the project that we are presenting right now, Mobile World Capital is the dissemination and communication partner. Today, I count on the collaboration of 3 partners from our consortium. And together with them, we will present our project, our goals, what are we doing there. And we also share our experiences and, yes, about our insights on the project. So let me present each of them. We will start with Ali Muhammad. Hello, Ali.
Hello, Paula.
How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah, perfect.
Like always.
So thank you, Ali, for being here. I would like you, if you can present yourself and what is your role in Better Factory project. That would be nice.
Yeah, so, you already said my name.
Yeah.
I'm technically coordinating the Better Factory project. What my goal is to try to maximize the output of this project, so to figure out that how we can really create some innovations out of this project, and that's what my role is.
Okay, perfect. And can you tell us, in this project, in Better Factory, what kind of technologies are you developing?
This is from the technology side. It is mostly about, as the name says itself, it's about making a better factory. So we offer technologies like collaborative robots for making people work better, faster, easier, taking dull jobs away from them. We offer logistics optimization and automation, so the transportation of stuff from factory, because this is normally around 25% of the whole factory work, moving things around. We offer optimization, so you can reduce the amount of energy you use, water you use, electricity you use, chemicals you use. So you can really make a factory which has much lower carbon footprint plus more productivity. We offer technologies for the automation of processes. So, for example, if something is ending, then the next thing should happen automatically, and then workers are notified. So basically, the name Better Factory says that what technologies, what we are offering is to make a factory better.
Okay, and this is the way I understand that in which you are helping these European SMEs to grow.
Exactly. So produce more with more agility, with less resources.
Okay, perfect. And which is the relation with the RAM platform, which we know them, and if we go to Better Factory website, we can read about it, but
Yeah.
What is the relation?
Actually, RAM platform is very useful to know if something has really improved in the factory. And first to answer the questions that what needs to be improved in the factory, because at the end of the day, the numbers tells the truth. In case of productivity, in case of saving energy, we are talking about saving energy, increasing productivity, less material. And this only happens if you have some measurements, if you have some data. And the RAM platform, first of all, it tells you that how much you're using different things, how much is your productivity. It tells you where you should make your next investment to improve something. And once you have done that, it actually shows you that you really improved or not. So that's I mean, just by saying that you can have a robot in the factory or you can optimize logistics, it doesn't mean anything unless you say that, okay, when I optimized, I used to spend 25% of my resources. Now I spend 20% of it. And then you say that, yes, I improved. So that's how it really tells you that is it your factory better now or not.
Okay, this is the real value that it's bringing to the SME.
Exactly.
And this value will continue after the end of the project?
Of course. RAMP is coming before the Better Factory, and it's going to continue after the Better Factory.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for answering this.
Thank you.
And I have another question for you, and this is about the collaboration between the manufacturers, the artists, and the technology providers.
Yes.
So how do you think that Better Factory is boosting this kind of collaborations?
I wouldn't actually jump already to the say that we are boosting these kind of collaborations. I think we know this is something which is very new. Artists working with manufacturing SME is something which as far as my knowledge is that it is not has it must have happened somewhere, but we don't have a documented case of it. Uh, and European projects and this public funding, I think, is a very good source of trying new things. If you're not going to try new things here, where are you going to do that? So what I think the Better Factory is in itself is a big experiment. And it is a big learning, let's say like a experiment that how SMEs can really benefit from artists, how artists can really, in which different ways. So I think, for example, in the first set of experiment, artists are helping SMEs, and some of them doing something, and some of them are doing a different thing. They're trying to help in different way. And again, we will have more experiments in the second rounds, and we will again try some new things. So fundamentally, at this point, I wouldn't immediately jump and say that, hey, we have the answer, we are boosting the collaboration. I would say that this is a very good point for us to really observe and learn and then propagate these practices and tell others that what works and how it should be working. And actually, for that, we are contributing to this SME plus artist collaboration toolkit. Actually, that's one of the things which is coming out. So I think we are all observing and learning and hoping that we find something very exciting here.
Yeah, I think that we are having some good results in these
I,
collaborations.
I hope so. I'm really looking forward for that.
Yeah. And related to this, we have Tânia MOreira, who is also participating in the project, and she will answer us some questions that we have regarding the KTs, the knowledge transfer experiments of our first open call. So hello, Tânia.
Hello, Paula.
How are
Thank
you?
you very much for this, for organizing this amazing
Thank you
session.
too for being here. So first of all, I would like you to present yourself and also from which company are you coming. So you can, for the audience to know who you are, and then I will ask some questions regarding the KTs.
Okay, so my name is Tânia MOreira. I work at Innova. I'm a sociologist, project manager, and a consultant. Innova is based in Portugal. It is an innovation services company that looks for supporting different companies, universities, enterprises in delivering innovation services, capacity building, and other things, financial stuff, some things that I don't know, but they are quite important. And my role in Better Factory, my role and the other team from my company, we are leading one of the work packages that follows the KTEs and provides support to KTEs. My main role is to be one of the key contact points between the KTEs and the Better Factory consortium. And I am also involved in the mentoring group. And in specific, we as Innova, we are providing mentoring support to artists in developing their businesses.
Okay, these are many things, Tânia. And can you please explain us what is a KTE? What is and how does it work?
Well, do you want me to answer in practical terms or
yeah, in practical terms?
In what I think that is fantastic in these KTEs. Well, in practical terms, a KTE is a group of different entities or individuals.
But what's the name of KTE?
Yes, of course. KTE stands for Knowledge Transfer Experiments.
Okay.
So by the name, you already have some tip about what is a KTE. And this group brings together a manufacturing SME, a technology supplier, and an artist. And what these three entities do is to try to overcome the challenges that the manufacturing SME has identified at the proposal stage, and then during the process also adjusted and becoming more clear during this process in Better Factory. So these three entities, the main goal of them is to explore those challenges posed by the manufacturing SME, and at the same time they are challenged and encouraged to develop innovative methodologies and products that the manufacturing SME also produces. And so the main goal is to support the manufacturing SME and to develop innovative methodologies and products.
Okay.
But in more abstracted, or the fantastic thing about these KTEs is that they are pushed and encouraged to really do these new things, these different things, develop and also have some fun and experimenting.
Of course.
And this is a really great opportunity because they have the freedom to experiment and to freely develop their ideas. So
because what kind of ideas are they developing? I mean, what kind of KTs do we have in the project?
Yeah, well, in the first call, similar to the second open call, we are open to support different manufacturing SMEs, in this case, the challenges of the manufacturing SMEs. And so in the first open call, we can find KTs exploring paper. The SME called it stone paper, a unique product they are developing. Stone paper, food, ham in specific, metal, furniture, textile. So very, very different areas, and we can see a lot of things coming from this. And for instance, the artists exploring and experimenting, pushing also the boundaries from these SMEs to develop and think in innovative ways.
Okay, it's about materials, it's about designs. I mean, there are a lot of ideas there.
Yes.
And could you tell us which challenges have you identified in these KTs of the first open call that you are working on currently?
Yes. Well, it's a bit difficult because I think that we are lucky. We have a very good group of teams, a very good group of KTEs. So perhaps I can identify two main challenges, but I think they are normal to happen. One of them is related to the bureaucracy. Well, we know that people usually don't like bureaucracy and reporting stuff. So one of the challenges is this one. We need to always remind people that they need to report or take some pictures, for instance, because people are always involved in their ideas, and sometimes they forget that they need to do this.
I think that this happens to all of us. Yes. Also.
Yes, and the second challenge. The second challenge. Let me check my notes because I was thinking that you probably was asking me about this. Yes, so sometimes when we are in a moment of our life, we think that we are supposed to, or we are asked to answer some challenge, or we are facing some challenges. And then during the process, and in this case during the Better Factory, those challenges might happen that they were not so challenges or not so clear defined, and this sometimes happens. We have some cases that we needed to support the KTEs to better define their challenges because of course our main goal is to really have something useful for the KTEs and for the generic societal goals. So and of course, it's also our role to support this better definition of the challenges.
And we are learning from all these things that are happening to us, so we will in some way improve for the next round.
Yes.
Okay, and what advice would you give to any team of artists or any SME or artist or technology provider that are thinking now of applying to our second open call?
Advices. Well, the first one, I think we always need to, we would always wanted to have fun in whatever we are doing. And I think if people have fun or if they have some pleasure in doing things, the rest will appear. And of course, having the right mindset behind.
Exactly.
Looking for the useful things for them, not just the money. Of course, the money is important, but if we can really provide support, and so the advice is have the goodwill, have fun. I don't know. This is a really unique opportunity in which people can have freedom to experiment. So.
Yeah, of course, and not always they have this chance of working together with so different types of companies. So this is at the end, fresh ideas may come,
Yes.
and this is quite interesting for the SME. So yeah, it's a good advice. So thank you very much, Tânia. And regarding this open call, we are moving now to Antonio Montalvo. Hello, Antonio. How are you?
Fine, thanks.
Thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
And for Antonio, I have some questions regarding the second open call. But first of all, I would like you to present yourself and the company that you're coming from. So please.
Yes, hello everybody. My name is Antonio Montalvo, and I'm coming from Funding Box. Funding Box is a company based in Poland, and we are in Better Factory and other projects playing the role of open call management. That's basically our role in these projects. So we run the open call from the start, which means the definition of challenges, the definition on how the experiments are going to be, and all the documents that need to be provided as a guidance to the applicants. And then, of course, the rest, the selection process, basically. And after that, we also do the follow-up from the financial point of view of these KTs.
Okay, you are managing all the process. Okay. And can you please tell us who is Better Factory looking for in this second open call?
Well, basically, it has been mentioned already, but I would say the novelty that Better Factory is introducing in this kind of European funded projects, because it's a project that is funded by the European Commission through the H2020 program. So the main novelty is the introduction of this collaboration with artists. It has been already mentioned. So we are looking for consortia composed of three category of companies. One is the manufacturing company, which is the center of the consortium, because the main idea is to help the manufacturing companies to become digital, to help them in their digital transformation. And for that, we are using the collaboration with technologies providers, so people from the technology side that can provide to these manufacturing companies the technology which is necessary for them to improve their processes or their products. But in this case, we are also adding a collaboration with artists that through their creativity, we believe, and that this is something like Ali said, that we are testing now because it's really new. These artists will provide through this creativity an improvement, and we hope that, in either the product, in the design, of the product, in the fanciness, so that the final product is more attractive to the audience, to other markets, to have a better average and a better price, a better position in the market.
Of course. Okay, and if someone is listening to us and is really keen to participate and to apply to this second open call, which are the steps? I mean, how can they go for it?
Okay, so this second open call has been formed about 3 different steps. The first step has already gone. It ended by the 25th of June, and it consisted in what we call an expression of interest from the different types of applicants. So if you are a manufacturing SME, or you are an artist, or you are a technology supplier, you could have applied individually, okay? And then there would be a pre-selection of these applicants that would follow a matchmaking process, because the final idea, as I said, is to form consortia of one manufacturing SME plus one artist plus one technology supplier. So if people who are listening to us have already applied in these expressions of interest, now they just need to wait and see the result. And if they have been pre-selected, they will be contacted by us and to start this matchmaking process. If people who are listening haven't applied yet, they can still apply to the third step, which is the most important one, and which is what we call the full proposal phase. In this full proposal phase, we are expecting to get applications, final applications from consortia, from this consortia. They can come through the matchmaking process, or they can come from outside. So it's an open call, so it's open for everybody. So if they comply with the eligibility criteria, they can, of course, apply. But in this case, they would apply through this consortium built on their own. For those who have already applied to the expression of interest step, we will help them, and we will provide all the support to make the right matchmaking, to find the right partner, etc. If not, they will have to do it on their own.
Okay, but they are not lost. I mean, they still have an opportunity if they want
to. And actually, there is I mean, the fact that you have followed the whole process of expressions of interest plus matchmaking doesn't prevail. So there is completely neutral process. So if you apply and you are an outsider, you have the same level of opportunity to be selected than the other ones. The only thing is that, of course, we won't be able to provide all the support to make a good proposal at the third step.
Okay, so the audience still has their opportunity.
Yes.
And are these KTs limited to any sector in this second open call, or how does it work?
So yes, there is a limitation, but in terms of the manufacturing SMEs, what regards the manufacturing SMEs, because we are prioritizing 6 sectors in the industry. First one is furniture and wood. Second one is agriculture and food, construction, metal and machinery, textile and leather, and plastics and rubber. These are the 6 sectors that we believe, and also the Commission believes, that they are very important to get this opportunity to be helped in their digital transformation.
Okay, in any case, there are many sectors.
There are many sectors, and in the first call, it was, as mentioned by Tânia, there was already a variety of KTs coming from this sector, and we are very happy to work with them.
We are willing to work in different sectors also for the next round. Okay, and if they were successful in their application, what would they receive? I mean, which is our value proposition for them? Why should they apply?
Okay, I would say that the most attractive proposition we have for them is funds. We are providing them up to 200,000 euros, which would be divided with 100,000 euros for the technology supplier, 50,000 for the artist, and 50,000 for the manufacturing SME. But this is not the only thing we are going to propose to them, because all over the experiment, they are going to receive business mentoring, technical mentoring, training, for example, training on on Ramp, which is the marketplace that will be the means for them to make some business and to find, if you are an SME, to find potential technology suppliers in the future, or if you are a technology supplier, to sell your products to different manufacturing companies. So this kind of training. Also, different trainings in terms of business, like how to make your business grow. There will be presented to public funding opportunities, but also private funding opportunities. So a wide range of services that we are going to provide to them to make this journey together with them and make them fruitful.
Okay, that sounds a great value proposal for them.
I think the biggest value proposition for them is the better factory.
Of course.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
Great. And, well, if any consortium is willing to apply, when is the deadline? I mean, for this third phase that you were explaining before?
Yes.
When will it open and when will it finalize?
So this third phase will start on the 1st of September, and it will be open until the 15th of November. So they have 2 months and a half to build their own consortium. What they can do, if they are interested right now, is to check what the expression of interest guidelines were about, because we are explaining there a lot of things that will be applied in the last phase, in the third phase. The eligibility criteria, the selection criteria, and things like that are already explained there. So this is the first step. But the formal opening, the formal launch of this third step will be 1st September until 15th of November. The KT should start by start of March next year, and it will last 16 months. So the whole program, the whole KT program, is lasting 16 months, which is quite a long time to
It's a good timing, yeah, to the whole process. Okay, perfect. I think that this and more information can be also found in the Better Factory website. We have there all the links. So thank you very much for the three of us for being here and answering our questions and presenting our project and what we are living in first person there. And to the audience, well, I would like to also thank you all of them for attending, for listening to us. Invite them to visit our website. There you will find a lot more information and with more detail than what we said during the session. Also to follow us in LinkedIn, in Twitter. And of course, stay tuned because very soon, we will be having some news for you regarding the second open call and regarding everything that we are working on in the project. So, yeah, stay tuned and we will be in touch for everything. Thank you very much.